After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw. Swartz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. McDonald.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, Guidry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Get him, boys. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. Schwartz. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Delaney Walker. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back to throw. McDonald, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. snapping up. He's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McDonald into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Wilson. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. Touchdown, New Orleans. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, McDonald, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. McDonald escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They run it again with Cook.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. They'll keep it on the ground. Gidry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McDonald. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about that? Their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. from the shotgun. Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Coming to you, coming to you. Switch. There. Hey, go.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They're going to try and throw. And he lost the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Guidry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Guidry, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Looking to throw. Swartz, and an alley to run. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Again, it's Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, McDonald buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
56 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibran. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. McDonald, he can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, McDonald eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Forced out to his left. And some space, and a loose football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry